Hey guys, Michelle from Michelle's Craft Corner here, and today I've got 3 simple cards made using the new Eastern Beauty stamp set. Now this is part of the Eastern Palaces suite. A lot of great things you can do with this, but I really love how these quick and easy simple cards turned out. So just some basic stamping and our very vanilla note cards and envelopes. So let's get started. So this is a close-up of our 3 cards we're going to be making in this video today. So pretty, so unique. These were all made using the Eastern Beauty stamp set, which has got so many like little pieces and different things you can do with this. I've seen some really impressive projects by other demonstrators. So this is just supposed to be just some quick cards that you can make using this set. So the stamp set is available right now, only 21 bucks. And there is also a bundle on this one, so I want to show you a couple of the other things in the Eastern Palaces suite. So this is the Eastern Medallions Thinlits. We're not going to be using these in this video, but I want you to be aware that they exist, because they are very awesome, and you can buy those together and bundle and save starting in May. All right. The other thing in this suite, which yet again we're not going to be using in this video, there are these really cute little mini tassels. Aren't those neat? Be great for a graduation hat. Also in this suite are some vinyl stickers. Now, I don't know if they'll show up the best. Let's see. It's like gold patterns. There you go. Okay. So very, very cool. A couple different designs on that one. Oh, you can see those. Okay. So the tassels, the stickers, and then of course there is some awesome designer series paper in this set as well. So let me show you that real quick. This is the Eastern Palace designer series paper. Fan that out. And this is using several of those new in colors. There's the back sides. And then there's also 2 pieces that have the gold foil. Very, very pretty. So all of that is in that current Eastern Palaces suite right now. Currently May through the end of May, there is a limited time bundle with this suite. More details are on my blog. If you're watching after May, then all the products are still available in the new catalog. You just won't be able to get this limited time bundle deal. All right, so let's get on to our cards. So of course, for this project today, you're going to need the Eastern Beauty stamp set. And we're using 3 of the new awesome in colors that are available in that limited time bundle. The Lemon Lime Twist, which is this really nice shade of limey green. The Tranquil Tide, which is kind of like a hunter green, I would say, kind of a darker green. And then the Fresh Fig. And if you're watching after May, so June and onward, you can also buy those in colors as part of a bundle with the other 2, so all 5, and save a little money. These are available in that limited time bundle. We're also going to be using the Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes. Now they come in a set of 20 pre-made envelopes and cut and scored note cards, so really quick and easy for either the beginning stamper or the stamper on the go. We also have these available in Whisper White. The Very Vanilla is the new color that is coming out. All right. Also today I'm going to be using blocks A and D, the clear little block, and then kind of the average size block. And all of our post-it notes today are brought to you by the color Fresh Fig, one of the new in colors that we're going to be using. Okay, so you think you guys got all that? So let's go ahead and we'll start with this guy right here, which I think would be good in just any of the colors, but I love how it turned out. So we're going to start with our card base from that note card, fold it over, got a bone folder, kind of giving it a crease would be good too. All right. So for this one, we're going to use this kind of flower shape. And we're also going to be using this little tiny heart shape. I don't know if you can see that super clearly. It's kind of a swirly heart with a dot. We're also going to be using the fresh fig. So for this one, we're going to start on the corner, and we only need to ink half of the shape. You don't need all of it. You only need the top 3 to get that nice border effect. So let's just go ahead and get started and knock this out. So I like to start with the one in the middle first, but personal preference on that. So stamping just like that. Again, kind of just barely having those 2 little tips not touch. That. Oh, didn't get, there we go. Yeah, so we've got our basic little border shape. We're going to stamp the little heart, and with the end of the heart, the little pointy end, we're going to have that facing the top of the flower. So just stamping that straight down, just like that. Right. And the other shape we're using for this card is this kind of bracket shape. You see that right there? And these we're going to stamp and stick kind of in the valley of that flower. So the dot just kind of centered. All right, so I'm going to fast forward this thing up and stamp this really quick for you guys. And there you have it. Our first card is done. So that was nice and quick. I know I did a little smudged a little bit there, but you get the idea. I think this makes a really fun border, and you could do that all the way around if you want. You could also do that in any of the other colors as well. So let's move on to our next card. Next card is right here. Now this one's got another fun little border on it. So this one is made with those brackets. Yet again, I'm going to clean that off a little bit here. It's kind of gunky. The brackets, and then also this tiny little scallop shape. I don't know if you can see that. Let's zoom up here. So it's just that tiny scallop shape stamped a couple times. So hopefully you guys can see that. And we're also going to use this shape again. This one, we're also going to bring in some Tranquil Tide as well. Okay. Clean this guy off just a little bit real quick. There we go. I should have brought my Stampin' Scrub in here, and I did not. Okay. So for this one, we're going to start by just doing that edge with the bracket. And this was done with the Tranquil Tide, so we'll just start with that real quick. Kind of lining up on that edge, just like that. Okay, going all the way down. And then for the flower, we're going to take that little scallop shape. And it's going to be between our brackets. We're going to stamp it once, just like that. Ink again, and turn it 90 degrees, and you're going to overlap the bottom petal that you just stamped with the corner of the stamp, and also line up that little circle. So with the photopolymer, this is easier to do, just like that. You're going to do it again, ink, turn it 90 degrees, line up that side petal with the side petal and the dot with the center, stamp it again, and stamp one more time, turn it 90 degrees, and line it up, center dot, and the side petals. So then you will get flower all the way around. It's a little messy, but you get the idea. Okay, so we'll speed up and finish the rest of this card, but you get the idea. We have our second one done. Now I did smudge this one a little bit as well. I guess I was trying to be in too big a hurry, but you can see that's just another simple, quick card. So 2 down, 1 more to go. Our last one is this one. Now I got the idea from this one from a Pinterest post from another demonstrator, but I like how the parallel lines look and just think it's a really fun card. So let's go ahead and get set up for that one. So this one actually uses our lemon lime twist. And this fun star shape. We're also going to be using the little tiny square from this set. Let me pull him out. Square, and then also just the tiny hello sentiment, which I'll have ready to switch out. All right. That's our last note card. Now for this one, I like using a post-it note as a guide. You don't have to if you don't want to, but this just kind of helps with eyeballing that line across the top. And if you have that, then it's easier not to do it crooked. Which no guarantees that I still won't, but you get the idea. Now, if you're switching colors with the same stamp, I recommend always going light to dark if you want to avoid having to clean it between each use. So for this one, we're going to start with our lemon lime twist and then go darker. So I'm going to ink this and stamp. And then we're going to go down at an angle. Stamp it again, yet again following that line down. Now depending on how close or far apart, it'll have a slightly different look. Now for this one, because I'm alternating, I'm just going to kind of scoot all the way to the side and do one more in this corner. All right. So then we're going to switch to the Tranquil Tide. Do the same thing, just kind of scoot it over and stamp. And go down a little further. And down again, just like that. And I'm also going to do that tiny one in this corner. All right. Then our last color is this Fresh Fig. Wipe it off really good. All right. Stamp that one. Now I probably should have scooted it over a little bit, so this is going to be a little crowded. But you get the idea. All right, then from here I'm going to switch to my little square with the dot in the center. Now this, I use the Fresh Fig as well. I'm going to go ahead and do that line across the top. So this is another really good use of that guide. If you want, you can take your Post-it notes off and scoot them up a little bit just to have a little more room for that line. But basically we're just going to do square, corners touching all the way across. You can see mine is not a perfectly straight line, but I think it still looks cool. All right, so then I'm going to do a few just kind of between. I'm going to turn it so it's more of a diamond shape and just do a few in between my stars just to kind of tie the top and the bottom together. Yeah, I did that a little close. But you get the idea. So this is a little more messy than my other one, but I should have left a little bit more room, but you still get the idea. Okay, so a little different, but still just as cool. So then we're just going to add our Hello sentiment on this. Just peel and stick. Stamp that in the Tranquil Tide. And boom, we are done. So that is our 3 cards. Very quick and easily done using some of these awesome products from that Eastern Palace suite. So let me show you a few other samples that I have using this stamp set and just some different patterns that I came up with. Now if you do a Pinterest or Google search, you will find more. There's a bunch of different things you can do with this set, but these are just a couple that I came up with real quick. So there's one. Here's another one. This kind of reminds me of the succulents a little bit. All right. There's a different one with the circles. I know we didn't do much with the circles. To get that outer shape, I just overlapped the curly Q. There's a little curly Q and I just overlapped it. And this one got a little wet in the craft room, but I think it's still a cool pattern. You can just see the little water droplet there. Okay. And this is another different one, just overlapping, kind of a medallia kind of look. And all the pictures from all these cards will be on my blog post, so if you want to get a better look, you can check that out, michellescraftcorner.com. There's another one. It's 2 different colors, the same kind of design. And then here are the last 2. And yet again, these will all be on my blog, so you can check those out. This is using that designer series paper. Well, thanks guys for tuning in and checking out this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.